Uh-oh. That's not a good sound. Let me check the coffee pot. Stop it. Stop. Okay. Okay. Try again. Okay. Good morning, Sally Ann. Hey, Peach. Good video you just posted. Okay. We are drinking some coffee this morning. We're celebrating something special in my life today, and I can't tell you what it is. But it's a really big, long. It's been long and big, and it is huge. And it is a big, as Ms. Portland would say, that I ever met. It's huge. And so I'm accomplishing and moving on with something today, and I'm super happy about it. So we're drinking Folgers. Okay. No, I'm not a sponsor. Justin, it's just about to go live. Justin, I love you. I hope you're doing good. Hey, Louise. Good morning, D. Goodwin. Long time no talk. I was just talking to you in my comments section. Okay. Hello, Bechdel Real. Justin, where have you been? You guys ever watch the Wheel of Impressions with Christina Aguilera when she did the Cher impression of Folgers? She's like, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Do it like Celine Dion. Oh, hiatus. I thought you said hideous. Sing it like Celine Dion. Sing it out loud with me now. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. No. Shall we sing? Shall we dance? Oh, I thought myself. Beck. Hold on, Beck. Jeez, Louise. What's going on here? Oh, hang on, there's sound. 1 second. I am sucking on a cough drop. Do you want to know why? Because my throat sucks. Ever since I've been sick. Ever since I grew up from being sick, my throat sucks. Okay, yo wanka. Thought my side was the handle. I thought my side thing was the handle. Huh? Oh, this it is. Are you talking about this? Look at that, yo wanka. Isn't that cool? You drink McCafe, McCoffee, McCafe. I try not to do I notice every time I do McDonald's coffee, I choke a lot. I don't know if they're trying to poison me there, if they put like eye drops in it or something. I'm not giving anybody any ideas, but I choke a lot and I get really high. Much like a meth high, like I haven't drank water in days and I'm choking. Okay. It's really a beautiful thing if you think about it. Just kidding. You can reuse the Folgers cans. What do you reuse them for? Coffee? You're laughing at that English insult when haven't heard it in a long time. Hey Siri, what is a wanker?
I don't know how to respond to that.
My Siri's Middle Eastern. Hey Siri, what is the definition of a wanker? Oh, a contemptible person used as a general term of abuse. Now, Siri, what does contemptible mean? It's a Nazi word. Hey Siri, what does contemptible mean? We're learning together. Deserving contempt, despicable, cowardice. Cowardice, display of contemptible cowardness. You naughty, naughty little peach. By the way, by the way, happy birthday to Paige. Happy birthday to Peach. Sing it with me, Sally Ann. Happy birthday to Peach. Happy birthday, push me. Love you, Sally Ann. Love you, Peach. There's Noodle. Hold on a minute, Noodle. Did you? It worked. You guys, I did not. I wasn't seeing Noodle. She kept emailing me saying nobody can see me in your chat. She wasn't on my block list. She wasn't anywhere on Google blocked. Nothing. So I said I'm going to throw you a wrench because I mean that's what I do. Usually I do it with people that um, I've had a hard time with, and we've come around because you build like a level of trust with people like that. And I never expect a wrench in return. Matter of fact, please don't. Because when people wrench me, I'm extremely lazy wrench in the chat. Sometimes hit my elbow or my big old dick hits the keypad. And I end up blocking people with my genitalia on accident. Okay. Anyways, I would like for you to gather around. I need to give you an update on something. Okay. And grab your caffeinated, uncaffeinated, alcoholic, unalcoholic, only legal substances. Wink, wink. Legal pills, doctor prescribed pills, all those sort of things, if they're safe and recreational. Okay. Hit the thumbs up and gather around. No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Don't give me second chances. That's so cool. I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My That is right, Noodle. Yeah. Justin, you haven't been around in a while. Yeah. Peace and understanding and communication is wonderful. And one thing, because I've always been up and down with Noodle, not like ever hating her or anything like that. But we've just bumped heads about our beliefs, and same thing with her to me, and things that we maybe didn't like the other's actions or words, or didn't agree with something they said. And man, sometimes you just gotta, like you're making dough or pizza, and you gotta pat down and roll down the dough, and we both just had to mold each other like Noodle Mash does with her crafting and stuff. Okay, Noodle, see you later. And so yeah, it's kind of come to a full circle, peaceful, wonderful experience. Okay. And yeah, and also I notice I wrench people that don't get along with each other, and I kind of like that because then they can't block each other, and then I trust both of them. So you pretended to be a lawyer for me. Well, I appreciate the kind gesture of sinning for me. Just kidding. Hey, Chloe Joe, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, wow. Peach really is still in the Christmas spirit. I can see up there. She says, fuck peace, choose violence. Wow. No, but I do appreciate that, Justin. And it's good to see you back. Good to see you around. Sorry you were going to go live. You guys want to know what? I keep smelling the dishwasher. Our dishwasher overflowed. Okay. Well, not overflowed. It wasn't draining. And so the water was getting stuck in there. And so when we would close the door, we didn't realize it was not draining. And that smell was so pungent the other night. I had to suck it out. I spent all night sucking it all out. And then I had to leave it open and put Comet all over it and bleach and stuff. And I could still smell it. So the pleasant smell of Folgers in my jar is really uncanny. Wink, wink. You get it? Okay, so anyways, let me catch you up to speed on. Do you guys remember I said the other day? Well, I think it was last week, right after I got sick. There was somebody calling my phone. Okay. Now, remember how yesterday I was talking about like um, God sending really cool signs or maybe trying to get people to talk or whatever? This kind of goes along with that, with the scammer. So this scammer was calling my phone and I was really sick and I answer and they're like, "Hi, is this, Robert Brown, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Yeah." And I was in bed groggy as hell anyways. And he says, "You're being sued." And I was like, "Okay, by who?" And he doesn't answer the question. Um, "Oh yeah, they're gonna come fix it, Zazzy." Doesn't answer the question. He goes, "Here's your case number. Do you live in this county?" And I was like, "Yes." And I shouldn't have answered anything. "I'm feeling a little bit better, Kat. Thank you." So I'm like, "Yeah." "Okay, well, here's your case number, and you need to call this phone number immediately before they file action or whatever." I'm like, "Wait a minute. If you already filed, how do you have a case number?" So I hang up with him and I immediately Google the case number in my county and all the surrounding. Nothing is connected to it, right? So I call this number and it's this guy who says he works with like a legal team, which was weird because it's a 1866 number. It's not like, and I Googled like the number, it doesn't represent a legal, actually, a bunch of scams pop up with it. So he answers, he's like, "Oh, yeah, no, yep, you're being sued. Let me put you on hold so someone can help you." So I wait on hold forever and I just hang up. I'm like, this is a scam. Well, I decide to get a wild hair up my hot ass the other day, and I'm like, I'm gonna call that number back and see what he was talking about, because it was like bugging me. He answers the phone on the recognized holiday for New Year's. Okay, no other place was open, no courts, no nothing. Immediately answers and goes, "Oh yeah, what's your case number?" And I'm like, I don't know, I wrote it somewhere in a notepad, let me pull it out. And he goes, "Oh, I recognize your account by your phone number. Yep, yep, yep. Here's your case number and you're being sued. You owe Ace check cashing money for a loan you took out." And I was like, No, no, I don't." And I was like, even if I did, I filed bankruptcy since like I haven't taken a payday loan out since I was like in my early 20s and I'm 40. And so you know what he tells me? "Oh, well, the bankruptcy only takes care of the cost, but they're suing you for fraud, check fraud." And I was like, "Okay, hold on a minute." So you just said I owe money, but I just told you I filed bankruptcy. So now you're telling me that clears the balance, but they're suing me for check fraud. He goes, "Yeah, you changed your bank account or did something." And he says some wild bullshit. And I'm like, I've had the same bank account for a very, very long time. How long ago was this? Right? "Justin, be careful. How long ago was this?" "Oh, it was a really long time ago." "Okay, well, how long?" And he couldn't tell me how long it was. He's starting to get frustrated with me. And so I tell him, "Okay, well, let's say it was the last time I had a payday loan, which was not from Ace, by the way. There's a statute of limitations on fraud and all of that shit. And here in Colorado, I think it's like 3 years, the maximum 10. So I'm probably good to go, don't you think?" "You must not have stayed in school. You need to go to school." And he starts like yelling at me, calling me an idiot. And I was like, but the kicker is the reason I forgot to say this part. The reason this asshole got a phone call back from me again was because my mother texted me. My mom and I haven't spoke in quite a while. She says there's somebody calling, and she probably thought they were from YouTube because of other scammers on here that have tried to, get me in court. "Oh my God, there's people contacting me. Don't put us down as a reference." And I'm like, "What? You're contacting my parents now?" This dude has the last four of my social security number. He has my information, all of it. And so that's why I was like, you need to stop calling my family members. You need to stop calling me and you need to piss off. Okay. Not only did I do that, and then he hung up on me, of course. I ended up calling Ace and saying, look, I don't have a loan through you, but can you check? And they're like, yeah, you don't. And even if you did, like the maximum loan, I think is $500 there. Even if you did, she's like, that's not something that would be something we would do. Can you imagine some lawyer sitting there on a holiday, a recognized holiday across the United States, sitting there calling people nonstop for like $200 that happened like 20 years ago, which didn't happen? Hey, Samantha Bree. Hey, Straight Up Bell. Oh, you got it in a text, Donnie. I got it in a phone call. In England, there's a fraud scam going on around where people get texts saying, hi, mom, I broke my phone just texting you from a friend's number. Can you text WhatsApp, please, with the number? Oh, yeah. And you know what this idiot said? Yeah, a lawyer with a cocaine issue. He said, well, if this was a scam, we would be asking you for money. That's where they get you, folks. Because here's the thing. People like that, they want you to answer questions for them. And they want you to say certain words so they can record you. And then if they have your banking information, they can put your answers behind those, questions like, hey, do you authorize us to charge your bank account $500? And if you said yes on that phone call, boom, there is a charge on your account. So these people, they're not really asking you for money. They're trying to get into your skull. They're trying to get any information out of you that they can, and probably possibly your banking account information so that they can screw you. Love you, Angie. Isn't that messed up? They can even scam by asking you to buy gift cards with money. Yeah, and the thing was, like, hold on, I'm gonna show you one of the messages they sent me. Let me make sure if there's any personal information in here, I'll just mute for a second if there's any personal here's one of the messages they sent me when I was sick.
Attention, Robert Brown. My name is Thomas. I'm with Legal Courier Services. We have a court-ordered summons for you that we have failed to serve several times at a to the legal group and set up a specific time and place of service.
Hold on. He says at this time, it'll be up to you to contact the legal group and set up a time that they can serve you. Motherfucker. Hey, Amy. Do you really think? And here's the other part that's stupid. Anybody who's a court, like a legal courier, like delivery service, they're not going to warn you before they serve you papers. Because then you're going to hide from them. Oh, it's up to you to come get your papers to be served to you. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it ain't. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Where'd it go? Hold on. I got to bleep through my address. Hold on.
My name is Thomas. I'm with Legal Courier Services.
He sounds like he's stoned.
Ordered summons for you that we have failed to serve. You to reach out to the legal group and set up a specific time and place of service. They're under the impression that you've been avoiding us.
We're
you don't already have it. The phone number is 8.
We're under the impression that you've been avoiding us. So how they get you with this scam is they say, we have tried to serve you papers at your home multiple times. It's under our impression that you're avoiding us. Bitch, there is somebody always home here. Like there's pretty much never anybody not here unless we're going out or anything like that. Yeah, they'll say people have a warrant. They'll say, and you know what else he said on one of them? I think it's this one. Hold on. Says they're going to put a lien on my social security number for a payday loan. First of all, this payday loan doesn't exist, but those only go up to like $500. They're going to put a lien on my social security for a payday loan. Listen up.
Hello, good afternoon. This is an urgent message strictly intended.
Oh, he sounds urgent.
Robert Brown.
Shall we call them back?
This is a courtesy callback, sir. I'm calling with Harowitz, Cohen and Associates. I did talk to you on Wednesday, and it looks like you did actually call back the law firm, but for some reason, well, what I see on the notes is that you actually called, but you hang up. So they just forward your file back to me, and this is the last attempt that we try to get a hold of you before these documents are presented before a judge. So
Documents that already have a case number.
Get in contact one more time with the law office so you guys can get into an agreement or, you know, something so like that I don't have to call you back again.
So that you could get into like an agreement or something. Look how professional I sound. Hey, Justin. My name is fucking Hey You. And I saw that like 5 years ago was the anniversary, that 20 years to the day you were in a fucking candy shop. And we saw you take $20 out of the fucking register, fool. And I was stoned as hell, but I still saw that shit. And I saw you take a lollipop too out of the lollipop shop. You pretended like you were a worker and you're like, damn, you want to taste test this? You opened the wrapper and you stuck it in your mouth, fool. We still got all the camera footage because when I used to work that, fool, I fucking took that shit and I fucking took the tapes home with me and I touched myself inappropriately watching the customers walk through the store sucking on stuff because it turned me on. So we need you to call back our lollipop office, fool. Our number at our landline's shut down right now because we haven't paid the bill in a while because we haven't sold any freaking lollipops, fool. But let me tell you something. You better get your ass over to this lollipop shop and you better get down on your knees and you better start sucking, Justin. Because if you don't get down on your knees and sucking, I know you know how to suck because when you took that wrapper off that sucker, I know and I saw that you suck. So you better get on your knees and you better hope to the good Lord above up in those heavens, puffing up in those clouds, making more clouds, puffing up, smoking up, puff, puff, passing down to Buddha and Satan and all these people. You better hope that we don't fucking come and find you, Justin, because if we do fucking come and find you, we ain't bringing no lollipops. You feel me? You're going to be sucking on that dick. Please give us a call back at our law offices. Our phone number is 1-800-JUSTIN-SUCK-A-DICK. There's my fiance. Hey, Michael. Michael, I'm telling him about the scammer. So, Justin, what do you say? Do we have a deal? Are you scared? Are you going to pay up for the crime you committed 20 years ago to the date from the anniversary 5 years ago of sucking on our lollipops? Okay. Love you, Tira. Samantha says, 10 years ago, I got a call saying I owed $25,000 to the IRS and that I needed to go to Western Union and send $300 now to avoid going to jail. Have fun with that. Exactly. And if you're getting served, everyone say hi to Michael. Stretch in the chat. If you're going to be like served papers and stuff like that, you're definitely not going to be warned about it because that's the whole point of catching you off guard. But I've looked up the phone number from the scammer, and this phone number has said multiple times that, you know, that people have not only have their families been contacted, their places of employment have their, like, all these places, their grandparents, their, you know, neighbors. I mean, that's weird. Hey, High Priestess Tarot. Happy New Year. We're just talking about lollipops and payday loans. Hey, Playdate with Autumn. Justin, suck a dick. By the way, Justin is not of my homosexual nature, and Justin is a friend of the channel. Okay. Okay. He's like a brother. Hey, Siri, turn off all of my alarms.
I've turned off all your alarms.
So you guys want to call this guy back and see what he says again? He's really aggressive. The guy that I call, you know what he says? He gets really mad. He says he's a lawyer. But watch. Let's just give him a little call. Give him a little taste of their own medicine. Oh, Justin is gay for payday loans. Ah! Woo! Okay, hang on. Let me get my business voice on. Okay. Should I play dumb or should I play like I know what's going on? Today is Thursday, right? So I think I called him on Monday. Yep. So we're going to call. Oh, here it is.
Legal administration, how can I help you?
I'm really scared and like confused right now. I got a message from you guys saying like, oh, on a payday loan, and I don't want to get in trouble. So, do you? I think that you can recognize me by the phone number. They gave me a case number a while ago.
You already spoke to someone, right? You spoke to Ryan a little while ago, or?
Yeah, he was like really mean to me, and he hung up and he said I was going to be arrested. Like I can't get arrested.
They're not criminal cases. It's just a civil complaint. If he told you it was a payday loan, it's just they're just simply going. I'm assuming they want to attach a judgment, but I don't know exactly. Do you have a file?
Yeah, he actually said he already placed a judgment. And what's funny is the case number doesn't pop up anywhere in these counties.
It's not.
Do you want to know what else is cool? Oh, hang on one sec before I forget. You know what else is cool? Is I contacted Ace and they said that you guys are full of shit.
Okay.
And that I don't have a loan. I also looked up your phone number. We're live streaming on YouTube, by the way. I also looked up your phone number and it said there's so many scams attached to your company and stuff. Isn't that interesting?
It is. What else?
Oh, what else? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me.
No, you called me.
Actually, you guys called me and you called my parents' house multiple times.
I'm so scared.
You sound like a professional. Do you see? She's like, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Bitch, you ain't scared because there ain't no way to track your motherfucking ass unless you in the lollipop shop and sucking on Justin's cock. Do you see what I'm dealing with? Here, I'm going to put their phone number in the chat for you guys to call them. Okay? Because this is a scam. They are calling multiple people and they should be reported. 866 263. Okay. 0155. Have a heyday. Isn't that crazy, you guys? She's like, you called me. No, bitch. You actually called my phone, you and your scammer friends, multiple times. Not only that, then you contacted my parents. Phone number. Okay. Can you believe that shit? And there is no way to track these people. Hey, Tiffany, no way to track them, no way to find out who they are, where they're coming from. I mean, what is this like? How do you get involved in something like that? You know, people say there's always secret groups of people on YouTube scamming people and doing stuff like, what brings up that conversation? Who sits around and is like, hey, you know what? I feel like fucking with people today, you know? I think we should put together a company, you know, buy out some burner phones, purchase like a 1866 number, and just fucking go to town. What do you say, Tira? You want to do it? Peach, are you with me? I know you were feeling a little frisky earlier. Anybody up for it? And we could just, you know, fuck with the people's heads. And if we get money out of it, I mean, consider it a blessing from the heavens. I really think it would be fun. Is that bullshit? God, those people are stupid. You called me? What? Yeah, and you also called me with my social and shit, you idiot. The sad thing is their victims end up being elderly people who don't know any better. Tiffany, if you Google that phone number on Google that I put in the chat that they're scamming from, that's one of the phone numbers they're scamming from. There's a story of, I think it was like an 80-year-old, almost 90-year-old woman who was terrified. And she was actually on the news about it. Terrified what these people were going to do. They were threatening to put her in jail, take her home, all sorts of shit. So yeah, to people that are more vulnerable and stuff like that, that is disgusting. I need another cough drop, guys. Sorry. They are. And can you imagine, like, what if they made, what, $20? So you made $100 off somebody. Maybe you took $500 out of their bank account. Do you feel fucking good about yourself? Do you really feel good about yourself? Justin. That's dirty money right there. And you know what? Here in Denver, God, I think the minimum wage, hold on. Hey Siri, what is the minimum wage in Colorado?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is the minimum wage in Colorado.
So, hold on. Minimum wage now is $13.65. If you are being tipped, working for tips, minimum wage is $10.63. That's pretty fucking good. I mean, shit, when I was a server, we made I think it was $2.50 an hour, or maybe that was when I was delivering pizza. When I was a server, I think I made $5.25 an hour plus tips. Oh, High Priestess says that's it. You must live like in a pricey area. But Denver's gone up. Like the cost of living here is fucking crazy. It's crazy. So you can go to the gas station and get a job or anywhere minimum wage and make way more than scamming these people what you're doing. But see, these people work in groups. You remember when minimum wage was $4.25? After all, it's Robbie we're talking about, the guy that does what Brutally Lord and Scotty says. Forestry helper, I've never seen your really bland screen name here before. I don't, first of all, Lauren, I'm not happy with her right now. Scotty, I was listening to, was it Lauren's stream? Or no, it was Hooker's. And Scotty said, I don't mind that you're friends with Robbie, but he's lied about me. Scotty, I don't know you. The only way I know you, and this is the honest truth, the only way I know Scotty is she was a woman on Lycan's panel that always sounded like she was on heroin or some sort of heavy sedative drug, and a heavy smoker with a deep voice. That's it. I didn't know who the fuck she was. I didn't care who she was. And then her and Lycan got in a fight and she started like talking shit about me on channels and stuff. And she even said it with her own mouth. She wants her channel back because she enjoys doing drama, and Lycan is her drama. And attached to Lycan is anybody that cares about him. Tiffany, me, Amy, anyone. So Scotty, I don't fucking know you, and I don't know what lies you're talking about, but anything I've ever said about you has been in response to you being a douchebag to me, and I don't care about you. Literally bland. And I'm not saying anything about drug users, because clearly I used to be one, not heroin, but you sound out of it all the time. So you're not even interesting enough to listen to on your own. I didn't know you had a channel. Apparently you don't anymore, multiple, because of copyright strikes. But the only time I hear you is when you're on someone else's panel and you're incredibly like, you don't make any sense. So I really don't take you seriously to begin with. So basically what I'm saying is shut the fuck up. Wow. And as far as Lauren, reason I'm not very happy with Lauren is because Lauren is somebody who, has been my friend outside of YouTube, I thought, and stuff. And all of a sudden, she's promoting people's channels like Country Joe's. She's going up there. She knows Country Joe drags me and shit. She's advertising people's channels like AJ. And then yesterday, Brutally Lauren's playing dumb with me. And I'm like, you know who the fuck these people are? And she's like, oh, AJ Unfiltered? That's AJ? I didn't know. Yeah, you did, Lauren. Don't play fucking stupid. I don't deal well with fake flip-floppy people, okay? I call it out if I see it, and I don't tolerate it because I'm a 40-year-old man and I don't tolerate fucking bullshit in my life anymore. Okay. Lauren said she was friends with you, so it was fine for her to let Scotty and Granny attack Lycan on her show. When doesn't Scotty and fucking Granny or Lauren attack Lycan? And here's my question to Lauren, because I'm sure she'll make up some things saying like, well, you're friends with Lycan and he doesn't like me. Bitch, there's a huge fucking difference. Okay. Because Lycan and Lauren sat on my panel together, even though they don't get along. This was weeks ago. They came up and they were perfectly fine. They may have said smart ass stuff, but they got along. Yeah, I can't do that with somebody like Captain or Country Joe or the other psycho with the filter. I can't do that with those type of people because they're crazy. Okay, you and Lycan were cordial enough to get along, so that's not going to be an excuse. Okay, these are, and then you let Carolyn up on your panel. All right, somebody who has doxed me, my family, my fiance. She's contacted my lawyer. She's donated to my PayPal fund just to take it back and put it in the negative so that I end up owing money. She is a fucking, she said my last name and where I live and my address on her stream over and 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 over again, and then started attacking my friends and shit like that. And you should know that if you've watched me plenty of times, Lauren. Okay. So you knew who she was, and you knew by letting her up there, it would like cause some sort of, and you're like, oh, wait, this is great to add to the show, but let's continue this on another episode. So I have something else to fucking talk about. Well, bitch, now I'll give you a lot more to fucking talk about if you want to fucking do all that kind of shit, because you are a shady bitch. Okay. We need some sage. We need to breathe. Okay. That's what we need up in this bitch. My friends and I did emergency breakthrough with the phone operator if they didn't have call waiting. I love you, Nikki Rev. I hope you're having a really good New Year. And I just saw your message that you sent me on, I think, Instagram or Twitter, but I forget I have inboxes over there. Hey, Miss Sarah. I hate anyone that hates Robbie or Lycan. Otherwise, I'm clueless about ongoings. Yeah, and who the fuck was that ignorant, stupid guy that they had up on panel? DL, I don't even fucking know his name. OD Dick. The guy that sat there repeatedly and was like saying, Lycan's gay, Lycan's gay, Lycan's gay, Lycan's gay. So fucking, even if he was, who cares? Why are you so obsessed with the man being gay? That is a huge red flag. Okay. Let me tell you a little story. Which one do I want to tell? Because there's multiple guys that I've slept with. I'll tell this one. So there was a guy that he used to like torment me for being gay in high school, even though I wasn't out yet, and like make me feel like crap about myself, and all the time, gay, Robbie's gay, Robbie's gay, Robbie's gay. So I'm sitting there in the DMV about 10 years after I graduated high school, and I hear, Robert? Oh, they're calling me up already? I thought they're going to call my number. Oh, not going to say his name. I look over, and it's the guy that used to torment the shit out of me for being gay. And he's like, hey, buddy. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What's up? Hey, boom, fist bump. Hey, bro. How you doing? Good. How are you? Fucking, why are you being nice to me? You used to like fucking pick on me all the time, but you know, that 10 years ago. Say la vie. What's going on? He's like, God, it's going to take forever. There's a bar next door. Why don't we just go get some drinks while we wait for our number? We never came back to the DMV. We get our number. God, this gets worse. I forgot my parents showed up. Sorry if you're listening, Mom. So we go to the bar next door. And we have some drinks. He had cigarettes, so I didn't have to buy a pack because I used to smoke cigarettes when I drink alcohol. And then for some reason we start talking about my family. He's like, oh, your parents, I remember them. I'm like, you do? So my I call my parents and they come up to the bar and we're all having a good time. He's like, hey, can you go out with me? I forget what he wanted to go to his car for, maybe another pack of cigarettes or something. I go out and he's like, here, get in. And I was like, we're going somewhere? He's like, no, just get, it's going to take a minute. Whips out his dick. Wants me to suck it. I said, no, no. So I waited until we got back to his apartment and we mutually sucked each other off. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Hey, Lycan. Anyone? Okay. And it was hot. It was hot. So yeah, and there's plenty more. There was this one guy one time, all he kept, I didn't even know him. I met him at like, we were at a house party. This was like, I don't know, 12 years ago. At a house party, this guy just consistently asking me about, like, gay questions, like, oh, what's it like this or that? Not sexual, but just like all these weird questions, like, oh, did you come out or did you have this or have you ever had sex with a girl? Blah, 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 blah. Cut to the end of the night when he's driving everybody and dropping all of us off at our cars or houses. And he's like, you want to come have some beers, bro? That's how they get you, is the word bro. Okay. That's why they use that word in gay porn all the time, because it's hot. Okay. If any man calls you a bro, he wants to have sex with you. That is, in my experience, the solid truth. Okay. We get back to this guy's apartment and he puts on a funny movie and we're drinking beer. He asked me to spoon with him. Not sex, not make out, not nothing. He wants to spoon. What? Well, okay. I had a boner the whole time, but I spooned him anyhow. Massive boner, bro. Justin, be careful with that. People might get the wrong idea. Men only use that word to boost up their testosterone, almost like you're a bird, puffing out your chest over the mate that you want to do. And you're like, hey, bro. But you only want to feel masculine over someone else if you want to have sex with them, if you want to take their body into your hands and let it melt into your fingertips and just, oh God, bro. Oh God, I feel so superior to you. I feel so, oh God, my whole body is just vibrating and I can't. Look at my hey, bro. Means you want to fuck hard. There you go. Samantha's got the right. That's the spirit. You do like an emotional connection as well. Lycan says, ODN, you're better off getting head from your own beep at this point. Bye, Tiffany. Have a good day. I liked your candles you made, I think, from Dollar Tree wax, was it? I know my shit. You think I haven't been around the block with lots of different types of people in my life? Sexually? Yeah, I have. Okay. Stuck a Swisher Swiffer up my ass one time just to see what would happen. It has a circle at the end of the tip, a hole. Let me see if my broom has something similar. I'll be right back. Yep, right here. Okay. Now, this is not pleasant. I am not a doctor. Okay. Yes. And the first time when I wanted to test things out, I also put a banana on a condom, or a condom on a banana. Doesn't work very well. You need something that's like extremely green and hard. Now, if it's green and hard on an actual person, you have a problem. Bananas, you need the green ones, or possibly the really hard ones that are bigger. Okay, bigger the better anyhow. Not the squishy, with the brown spots and yellow. Do you see the circle on the end of the Swisher? Oh, he wants to sleep with you, Angie. Do you see that? The cuckoo clock's going off. This is what you need to be careful of. It's this hole right here. Because when this goes up and in, gets caught on stuff. Okay. You might even give yourself a hemorrhoid. Michael is finding out a lot about me today. If it helps, when I did stick the Swisher Swiffer, the Matush, I was highly intoxicated on methamphetamines. Okay. There also might have been a time somewhere in history where I was found in the trunk of my car with a hot black man. We were both strung out on crack cocaine. Okay. Now, we were not placed in the trunk, and this is for entertainment purposes only. We placed ourselves in the trunk, not via the door, via inside the car, inside of the car. Okay. So we crawled, folded the seats down in the back, crawled through the holes, and climbed on top of each other in the trunk. It was cold outside, so it was very, very nice to be next to a warm body. Question. Why do witches not wear panties? Why, Angie? God, I'm gonna have to pee, and I'm on a roll right now. Tira, I've got stories. Okay, please. You know what they say: evil dies tonight. I think it's important to get, those stories out because, I mean, if you truly think about it, a situation like that, it was cozy, Kim. A situation like that it actually is not funny, if you think about it. So bringing the humor out in it is kind of funny because when you come down off of crack cocaine, when you're smoking it, and next thing you know, you're telling this man, very attractive man that kind of looks like Usher, please get out of my car. Get out of my car. I need to go home. Get out of my car. And you're driving around for like 35 minutes to about 5 hours trying to get him out of your car. And he turns to you and says, I have a gun. And then you have to shut your mouth and keep driving. And then finally I was like, shoot me, motherfucker. Get out of my car. He got out of my car. But he wouldn't get out of my car. So there's that. Yeah. I mean, he looked like Usher while I was high. He probably maybe didn't. Might not even have been black. I don't know. Just kidding. No, he was. And he was hot. Okay. Especially the more high I got. Okay. Question. Better to be in the truck. Oh, see, here we go. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, bitches. Even if Lycan was gay, like you guys keep saying that like it's an insult, why are you so interested? Like you are obsessed with his sex life. That says more about you than it says about him, regardless of who he sleeps with. Think about it. That's all that's on your mind is where Lycan puts his genitalia. That's what you're thinking about all day, to the point so badly that you have to make troll accounts even after getting blocked to come back in and say it repeatedly. Why don't you just look up some porn? Like whatever fetish, like there's plenty of adult films out there for people to give you the supply demand of what you need. Okay. Now, if you're wanting a picture of Lycan or something, I mean, find the picture that the people were passing around. I still haven't seen it. Go wank one off to that and get it out of your system already. Because the only way to get something out of your system and get over something is to climb on top of somebody else. Okay. It's really all about Lycan's man candy and where it goes. Absolutely, Oprah. Lycan is a mental fragility destroyer. Please stay away if easily triggered. Thank you for that warning. I appreciate that. Lycan says, I have text messages from ODN guy offering to suck my milk. Now he goes around calling me. It's so stupid. And take it from me, a gay man. And maybe even my fiance knows this. Any straight guy who ends up like having sex with one of us, they use that language around their friends, like, "Oh, bro, are you gay? What, are you gay, bro?" And they're obsessed with like calling people gay and stuff like that because they are fantasizing about it all day long. You know, it's pretty sick. I think he just likes maybe for you to mention his name, kind of like AJ does. This is what AJ does every time that I say her name or something, or she's like, "Mm. Oh God. God, he said my name again. Oh, God, I don't know what I'm gonna do." She gets turned on by it. She probably just, you know, climaxed when I just did that, and that was just like that was like a edging for us. You know, it was a tease. Captain Kangaroo does the same thing. All of them, everybody. We have to find a positive way, you know, to address it. I mean, maybe I'll just come on sometime, maybe we could do a dual stream and just take off all of our clothes for an hour and just sit there and lay there, spread eagle, so people can get their rocks off and just not say anything. Give them what they want, you know. Got to give the people what they want. Okay. Oh, I'm totally cool with Lycan. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we're totally cool. There's somebody that is trashing. Well, they're trashing Lycan every day, but now I guess it's supposed to be an insult that there's, you know, saying Lycan's gay. Lycan's gay. So what? He's gay. Oh, and you're a nerd, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you're a nerd. Let me do something in archive real fast. Just give me a moment, please. Okay. I dropped this in Lycan's mod chat yesterday so that you can see that in one point in time. And by the way, being a nerd nowadays is cool. Like it's supposed to be something that's like really freaking cool. Okay. But hold on, let me find it. Where is it at? I'm going to show you a nerdy picture of me from when I was younger, just to save you. And if anybody can find my mugshot, can you please do that? I have 2 different ones, by the way. I still have yet for somebody to drop those. But there was a picture of Lycan going around, and they're like, "Nerd." I don't know how many years ago it was, but it's not even like you could just tell the fashion was different. It's so fucking stupid. And Lycan was actually teasing me for I had a Ferris Bueller shirt on. I was on top of the World Trade Center here in 2000. Look at my white socks. My camcorder, by the way, full camcorder in my hand. My shorts, my Ferris Bueller shirt, and my flippity flops. Okay. Michael says, I wish I only had 2 mugshots. And this is me and my really good friend, Kristen, that comes in my chat sometimes in New York. That was our senior trip after we graduated high school. I was super into Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like I was super into the style of that movie and like the comedy. And like I always wore Ferris Bueller shirts. I always wear a shirt that says Save Ferris. That's one of the reasons I named my channel Save Robbie, because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. White socks with sandals. Yes. And I have learned, my East Coast friends often tell me it's all about the black socks. And there's something cozy and comfortable about a black sock too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you still do it? Yeah, who gives a shit? I mean, if you're comfortable, who freaking cares? The only thing I care about is I need to get ready for the day before I leave this house. Brush my teeth. I need to shower. I need to get ready for a whole freaking hour and a half just to look the same exact fucking way I did when I woke up. But in my head, you know, I'm prepared for the day. Michael jumps in the shower and hops right back out 2 minutes later and he's done. That's not how I operate. That's not how most Geminis operate. But, you know, Michael's a Taurus, so Tauruses, you guys really don't give a shit about what people think or anything like that. I respect that. I like that. Especially when it comes to like hygiene and well, I'm not into fashion. You may do a fanny pack soon. I actually sell a fanny pack in the Save Robbie merch store. Socks and sandals are back in style, by the way. Hey, Cece, you love every Gemini you've met. Yeah, I think I do too. I mean, I've met some pretty crazy ones. Let's say because my brother's a Gemini, but he's a June Gemini, so he's more like, you guys think I'm obsessed with myself. You haven't met my brother. Okay. He's a Ken doll, blonde hair, blue eyes, perfect body. He's way into himself and he knows it. He knows he's hot. But he actually is really funny too. But my brothers, all Geminis are at one point. You're obsessed with smelling good. Yeah, like Michael will always be like, kiss me, give me a kiss. And I won't. And it's not because I don't want to give him a kiss. And I think because he's like, oh, do I annoy you? I'm like, no, you don't. I always want to make sure that I'm in check. Okay. That's all. So I'll be like, it's like, that's not a kiss. I'm like, well, you'll get one when I'm fully groomed. Okay. And my bush is shaven. Robbie's bro is a narcissist. Well, so am I to a certain degree. I think we all are, whatever. I think anybody that has a YouTube channel really is a narcissist, or, I mean, posting on social media, consistent pictures of yourself, stuff like that. Everybody's into themselves, or they wouldn't, post pictures. Those people that are like, oh, stop. Oh, this is a terrible picture of me. And then they post it anyways. Well, why'd you post it? Any logical person who really didn't like something wouldn't be posting a picture of themselves that looked like shit on the internet or anywhere. That's like walking out of bed and somebody taking a Polaroid of you looking like shit, and then you stapling that Polaroid to every single pole in your neighborhood. We're like, oh, this is so terrible. Oh, I look so awful, and there's a picture. Ugh. And then you're plastering it at everyone's face. Come on, gang. Come on. I used to be that douchebag that would set timers on my phone everywhere I went in public, set it up against a wall and like stand there and pretend like somebody else is taking the picture. And finally, somebody called me out on social media. This is before, phones were huge, and they finally caught on to what I was doing. They're like, wait a minute. I'm standing like this in the middle of the street, right? And they're like, are you standing in the street like taking pictures of yourself? Hey, true busy mama. You're not even looking at both ways or if somebody's coming. And yeah. And so when that mentality clicked in my head, like, oh shit, now I feel dumb. Like I'm setting timers everywhere to take the same 5 different poses. And it's always the same pose for most people. They do girls, a lot of girls do, the lipstick and the duck lips. You know what I don't like? I don't like the goofy face, because you could tell the person's uncomfortable, so they don't want to be serious, but they want to look cute or adorable, but they want to do like, oh, I'm just going to be goofy. So every single selfie that they take, my ex used to do this. Michael, I'm talking about Josh. He used to go, every fucking photo, his mouth. What the fuck are you doing? Now, hell, you might be comfortable, might feel good doing that, but I ain't about that life. Oh, fellow water sign. Oh, you're a Cancer, Kim. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Your sister's a Scorpio and she's more rational than you. Most of the time, Scorpios are awesome. I have the best conversations with female Scorpios. It's hard to get us off the phone with each other because we both flap our mouths. But, I do not know why people put such stigma on people like us. Leave Jamie alone. Bernard Arnold? I can never date anyone that has one particular pose for pictures. Well, and here, I think everybody does this, and I do it too. When we take group pictures together, hey, Crafton, when we, like, anytime, someone's like, get together, take a picture of us. I mean, I guess unless it's Michael, but he always looks good in pictures, so it doesn't matter. And everyone grabs the phone immediately after the picture is taken, like, oh, let me see, send it to me, let me see. Oh, no, delete that. I don't like it. Everybody else will look really good in the picture, but you don't look good, so you want the entire picture deleted. But if the roles are reversed, and you're the only motherfucker that looks good, and everybody else looks like total shit, or maybe even one of your friends in the picture like looks like this, they're like, oh no, wait, I wasn't ready for the picture. You're like, oh no, that's a good picture of you. Keep it. I'm that asshole. If your face is like this in a picture, like, oh no, I wasn't ready. But my face is like all, and I just, look amazing. Like, no, you're too hard on yourself. Keep it. No, you're only drooling just a little. No, you can't even see the drool on your shirt. Keep it. Send it to me. I will do that to you. So don't take pictures with me unless you look fucking amazing and you're ready for it. Okay? But I do notice in group pictures, I always look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's usually the pictures that I take by myself that are like, they're too, I don't know, like it's too close or whatever. So you take like 10 million pictures over and over and over again. It's candid. It's so good. What is, Kim? Robbie, you're always ready for a picture. No, I'm not. Ask Michael how long it takes me to get ready. Okay. Long fucking time. Long time. Just because I have to feel like I have to get my blood flowing and, I need to feel comfortable for the day. Peach says, I always look good when my ass is on view. You know what I mean? Yeah, I take really good nudes. There's a lot of nudes that I just am like, damn, I wish every picture we could just have our clothes off. See, Michael says, I take hours. Like, I wish we could be naked all the time. Wouldn't that be fun? That's why when people cut me down on YouTube, I'm like, bitch, if I stood next to you naked, you would not be worried about the patch on my fucking head, Because, I mean, like Country Joe, for example, okay? She accidentally got brought up barely for a second because do you guys remember when Sally Ann and Country Joe were streaming Mrs. Portland and they kept putting her videos and community posts up on the wall? Well, first of all, I knew about it and didn't care. I didn't give any pictures or porn to Mrs. Portland, but Mrs. Portland got porn from somebody and put it on her wall so that they would put it on their wall and get their, channel in trouble. I thought it was funny. And they always bring it up. Oh, Lycan and Robbie were giving Miss Portland that and setting her up and blah, blah, blah. Like, Country Joe, don't act like you don't talk about that in chats all the time. Listen, just because you tell people you don't talk about somebody, like, I don't talk about them, I'm not going to talk about them, but you do it in chats and that, like, it doesn't matter where you go. I'm still probably going to hear about it and you're probably going to get a response depending on what it is. So I brought her up for like 1 second, just that whole situation yesterday. She's gone through and made 2 community posts so far. Stop talking about me. Leave me. First of all, bitch, shut up. You are not Paris Hilton. You will never be Paris Hilton. You are not a celebrity. You are somebody on the internet who talks poorly of others. So when you make up lies, you may not be talking about that lie at the time, but lies spread and they go around like syphilis. Okay. And so when that happens, you continuously have to be, responding to it or correcting people with it. So just because you're not talking about it currently, Country Joe, doesn't mean you don't put it out there all the time. So when you do that, you are a public figure. You're going to get commentated on, period. I'm not in high school. I'm not a kid to where she's like, agree not to talk about me. Here's my agreement to not talk about you, Country Joe. Fuck off. If you can't take it, get the fuck off of here. And it's people like you that sit there and say, oh my God, why doesn't Robbie just shave off his mohawk? It looks terrible. You know why you guys bring that shit up all the time? This is going to piss you off and I don't care. The reason you bring up my hair all the time is because if I wanted to, which by the way, this is a hairstyle by choice that I fucking love, but if I really wanted to feel better about myself and think my hair looks so ugly, it's an easy fix to shave it off. But you can't shave off your fat fucking ass without getting off your fat fucking ass. And that's what really bugs you. Is I have an easy fix if I need it. And you got a whole fucking treadmill miles ahead of you to fix your fucking bullshit. So shut the fuck up. The demons are coming back. I can feel it. Stop. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. I'm in Switzerland or wherever, Sweden or England or wherever the fuck she lives. Talking shit now, Country Joe. She a hoe. Well, she wishes she was a hoe. Anyways, that's my spiel on Country Joe. Sorry about that. When life's going well, the devil will try and destroy you. Louise, yes, that's absolutely. That's what happens all the time. I mean, that's kind of what the devil's doing right now. So I just keep burning sage. Because then I keep wanting to talk shit and respond to people sometimes. Isn't that fucked? Amy. Look at ODN obsessing over dicks in the chat. Oh, is he in here again? I can't even. Where? I don't even know where. Okay. I have to go color my hair. Love your fucking face, bro. Do you see what Tira did there? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, Tira. Feel me? Hey, bro. You want to make out? She uses box bleach, which is horrible for the hair. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you look like. Okay? I don't. And this is what people don't show people. If you talk about anything about me and I hear it out of your mouth or in a chat, it depends on what it is, and I'm going to respond to you. So if you talk about my looks or my dead hamster, Country Joe, which you talk about all the time, you talk about my hair, my body, my sobriety, my religion, my beliefs, my being gay, whatever, I'm going to turn around when you tap me on the shoulder and go, yes, can I help you? What the fuck did you just say to me, bitch? What'd you say to me, you ugly fat bitch? And I'm going to tell you what I think about yourself, broski. That's it. And then you'll turn around and say, and this is what pisses me off and is so annoying, and I'm so sick and tired of it, is the people, and you hear them consistently saying this, and I heard this recently over and over about Lycan or myself, and it's annoying. And this is how stupid people are. You're pointing out Lycan's gender or maybe a sexual preference, or you're pointing out my gender when you're fighting with me, but you're calling me like a misogynist or a sexist. Wait a minute. I didn't bring up anyone's sex. You brought up my sexual orientation. So you're sexist. This has nothing to do with our sexuality, nothing to do with what's between our legs, nothing. And this is what's annoying, and specifically about Lycan. I fucking hate Lycan. Just kidding. People say, Lycan just can't take a strong woman. Well, first of all, let's back it up a little bit, okay? Because I recently heard, and I get along with Manda and Hooker, but that panel yesterday, I was listening to the panel that Lycan was on with Granny went up there. I think Scotty was up there. You had Hooker, all these women on Lycan. And then one of the women, I think it was Scotty. It was Scotty. She says, Lycan, you can't handle me on your own. Bitch, there's like 6 of you and 1 of him, and he was being very calm. And I was listening to it, and what's frustrating about it is, and I said this yesterday to Lycan, if there's an issue between Lycan and Hooker, for example, okay, I know firsthand, and I'm very optimistic that Lycan, him and I used to not like him. He actually has videos of me that probably back on his channel when we weren't getting along, and vice versa. And I know from experience with Lycan that he's a reasonable person when you talk to him or squash things. That's fact. That's my experience, and that's a fact. I also know that to be true with Hooker. I did not get along with her. I didn't like her, and we've spoke, and I've got to know her, And I know she's capable of peaceful compromise. What is not going to happen is peaceful compromise if you have 10 million people that hate Lycan on a panel with you, all of them screaming at the same time, cutting them down, and then someone saying nerd, nerd, nerd over and over. Like, grow the fuck up. Come on. I don't know who was screaming that, but that was immature and stupid. Do you think you're contributing anything good to a peaceful conversation by doing that? No, you're not. No, you're not. So I think if Lycan and Hooker actually had a conversation one-on-one, it'd go perfectly fine. But that's the problem. People dogpile, you know. Oh, I want to say what I don't like. Let me up on the panel. I want to say, and you dogpile people. And then, of course, someone's going to get very defensive and probably end up saying something really shitty about you or to you or about your fucking mama, bitch. Lycan says, I still have Robbie's leaked OnlyFans on my channel, but I'll take it down if he wants me to. Drop the link first. Give it time. Okay. Need a little advertisement for my OnlyFans. They kept screaming about him having small genitalia. Yeah, but see, and you have to look at the double standard there, because if we were, as men to say women had, oh, look at your tits, or talked about their vagina or something, which, I'll say you have a fat ass or whatever, we would be misogynist. But you can point out a man's gender. You can point out, oh, you're a small dick or this or that, or you're gay. Like being gay. First of all, bitch. Being gay is not, demasculine, or people act like, oh, gay men, they're just not tough and blah, blah, blah. Look at my fucking screensaver, bitch. This is on my new vision board. Look at that man in his rainbow shorts. I like to see someone talk shit to him. I like to see these out of shape men or women go up to a buff man at the gym who actually takes care of his body, or a man at Pride that's bouncing around on a float with his big muscles, like sweating everywhere, that could take you out in one fucking swing. I'd like you to tell them what being gay is to you, and how demasculine and all that shit it is to you, bitch. Bet you won't. No, the fuck you won't. My ass is on Twitter, by the way. ODN, so you're going to say that sock account isn't you when it says Cole Adams Kortner in the handle. Why am I not your screensaver? You haven't been around in a while, Justin. We haven't got your nudes lately. You haven't sent them to me and Michael. So, hey, Navigator. And Navigator, you did great on that panel. I know you said, you wanted to control yourself a little bit more, but it happens. When people make you angry or corner you and they're talking on top of each other nonstop, which, by the way, Granny's watching, that's all she does. You can't come up and have a logical conversation with her without her talking over you, and she just does not shut the fuck up. I've been on a panel with her, and finally I'm like, Laura, tell her to shut up. It was on Perplexed Cutie panel. I'm like, that's all she does. Let him up. I'll talk to him. Granny either runs away from a conversation, especially when facts are being brought to the table, which is all the time, or she talks over you, or she'll boot you off the panel, or have you booted off the panel because she just can't take it. And again, I speak from my experience, and I know that to be fact. Oh God. Does somebody want to come up? I have to pee, but I'm not going to end for probably another 20 minutes or so, but somebody want to come up and take over while I pee? Otherwise, I'm just going to play a video. Oh God. Oh. I'm going to go to the restroom real fast. Okay. Anyone know what I mean? Huh? Anybody? No. I'm going to take this to the restroom with me. You can't talk logical with her because she can't pronounce words correctly and you can't understand her. Yeah, and she also she'll backtrack when people put her in her place. She'll backtrack and be like, I didn't say that. And they're like, yeah, you did. I think she was saying Lycan was saying something, and he's like, where? What live stream? She's like, it's there. You deleted it. He's like, nope. No, I didn't. Where is it at? And she goes, well, you show it. I love when the burden of proof is on other people, but they can't provide proof, and they expect you to provide proof to defend yourself from bullshit lies that they make up about you. It's stupid. Jessica loves to appropriate what people say too. It's annoying. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Blah, 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 blah. Restate what you just said in the wrong words. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She does that all the time. And she'll be like, she'll go with a rumor. I've heard her, and this is one of the problems that I have with her. She's gone with rumors in her chat that have been stated about me. Oh, he does? Oh, really? See, that's a shame. And she'll just trust random chatters that come in and make up lies. I love you, Lonnie. And she'll go with it. And then when you respond to it, be like, Granny, that's not true. And why the fuck are you talking about me? I'm not talking about him. Oh God, he just wants clout. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. Okay? Some people just can't handle reality. They're divergent and extremely paranoid. I feel 100%. Delusional, instigating bitches, all of those things. Yes. ODN, you're the only one who uses the word divergent. Oh, that's who that is. Okay, like I wonder who these random people coming in were. Okay, hang on real fast. I'm gonna put something on while I run and go pee. My penis. Please don't do this. Please. Let's play this one for Pastor Mill. Let's play this one for Pastor Mill. This is the Bible scenario. Okay. We're going to play this one real fast. Oh, fuck, Lycan. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure that's Lycan. Okay. Oh my God. You guys ever have to pee so bad that your penis is like, oh, it's like doing jumping jacks in my pants. Hello?
Hey,
I'll be right back.
okay. I have to hold the stream down. Well, I actually came up here to tell Robbie something, but I guess he's not going to be able to hear it, so I guess I'll wait. I will say that this troll is completely fucking obsessed. He keeps using the same words, and he puts Cole Adams Courtner in his handle, but we're expected to not believe that that's ODN. Okay. Okay, it's not you. You're just that good of a troll. We couldn't possibly figure out that it was you, even though you use words like divergent all the fucking time. Fucking moron. Hey, everyone in the chat. Right, get a fucking job, ODN. Fucking loser. Like, this is what he does with his time. Okay, my avatar wasn't showing up. Alright, that should have fixed it. So how's everyone doing? Hey, Amber. Hey, Sally Ann, what's up? Lonnie, Navigator, Kim. No, he's not dead. He only faked his own death because he wanted to troll me posthumously. And then people actually believed he was dead. I was like, this guy ain't dead. He ain't fucking dead. My luck isn't that good. What a fucking loser. Who the fuck, seriously, who the fuck fakes their own death just to troll someone? Like, he thinks he's fucking clever.
Hold on. Did he fake his death before that whole court thing he was talking about? Or
No. That was after.
Oh.
Yeah.
When was this court thing? Because I was listening to that part and I didn't understand.
This court case, which he's so fucking, like, proud about. Like, I won in court. I beat you. Dude, all you did was you showed up to court and said, I'm afraid of a 5'2" blonde woman. And then you got a restraining order. Literally anyone could get a restraining order on anybody.
Do you realize what he said, though? Because I caught this yesterday when I was listening. If he said that he's afraid of her, but he turned around yesterday and he said, I'm not afraid of that bitch or whatever. And I was like, wait, isn't that the whole point of a restraining order?
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. Is that you're afraid for your life and your family's life, which he said in court that he feared for his life because this woman was putting him in danger or whatever fucking manufactured excuse he came up with just to take her to court because he's a fucking psycho. It's not because he's genuinely afraid. It's because he's fucking psychotic.
Yeah, and he's very very fixated on where you stick your genitalia.
Yes, he projects a lot. For a dude that literally requested to suck my dick multiple times, I mean, you think you're projecting a little bit, bro?
God, me and Siren and Brutally Honest haven't even done that.
Right.
Wait, have they?
And this dude's supposedly some straight alpha male offering to suck my dick. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, you know what's funny about, and I don't know what this guy looks like, but people who
Oh, he's
stick,
ugly as shit.
I would imagine. I mean, usually that's what it means when people never show themselves. But when straight men, kind of like the guy I was talking about that wanted me to spoon with him, he wasn't all that great looking, but it's like these guys that come on here and they want to feel manly and attractive in some sort of way. And you know what? Sometimes masculinity isn't, I mean, that's not what all men being attractive is cracked up to be. Some women like very soft men, or,
Right.
you know, everybody likes something different, but they think calling you gay is going to be like this huge, like, ooh, you have no masculinity. Blah. Dude, there's a lot of masculine gay men, and I've had sex with a lot of them.
Yeah. I think it's because I actually use my brain and I sound like halfway intelligent, and that's why they accuse me of that. So it's a weird kind of like compliment and an insult at the same time. Like he's saying that like I'm so intelligent sounding I must be gay or something.
Well, and first of all, I mean, when I was listening to that, you handled yourself like, I wish I could be more like you when people are pissing me off because I automatically go to screaming and calling people cunts and, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, and I don't even think you're doing it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think you're purposely doing it to piss people off, but you remain very well spoken and like calm. And I think that pisses people off even more because you're not doing what they're blaming. Like with Scotty, she sits there and says, "You're terrible or this, or you hate women, blah." Really? You're talking respectfully to 6 women who are attacking you all at the same time.
Right.
And you're still being respectful.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, Wendy.
what they really wanted was for me to like rage on them. I know what they wanted out of me, and they
That's my
didn't get
job.
it. And it's like, it's funny, they keep playing like the same clip of me getting angry at the ODN guy for making a death threat video towards me and my parents, which I think anyone would be, you know, reasonably distressed over. Especially at that time, I didn't know who the fuck this dude was very well, and I didn't even know it was him doing it. It could have been like just some random fuckwad on the internet. But yeah, it at the time it really did stress me out, and because I was in fear for my life and my parents' lives, you know.
Mhm.
So I went out and got a gun, and they basically tormented me over it, because I had a very real reaction to these death threats I was getting online. And then they just kind of play it for content now, but it's like, no, this guy's a fucking psycho, and he's being lauded as some kind of fucking hero. I mean, we'll just wait until it happens to you, then we'll see if you're fucking laughing.
Well, and they also said, Granny said, you know, Lycan never goes after men. Do you notice that? And then they brought up Crafton. Oh, well, Crafton, but they made peace. Well, first of all, you forgot to bring me up because we used to fight. We made peace. Do you not watch Lycan?
They don't watch. They're
You talk
fucking
about
morons.
men all the time, but people aren't looking at the gender of the people you're
And
talking about.
isn't this ODN guy a dude? I mean, unless I'm mistaken, maybe he has a vagina. I mean, it really does seem like it at this point, but I'm just saying, like, you know, there's plenty of dudes that I fight with on here. I guess they just only pay attention to the times I fight with the women, which, you know, honestly, look, if you're a feminist or whatever and you believe in equal rights, then what the fuck does it matter if you're a woman or not? Like, am I marrying you? Like, are we getting fucking engaged? Or, you know, do you have some kind of special rights as a woman that like a man doesn't have to be clapped back on YouTube? Like, what point are they trying to make here with saying that? Like, or like they're less than, so like a man can't respond to them? That's sexist right there.
Oh, I imagine your analytics not watch you
Yeah,
on
Cece, that
YouTube.
clip is from like 2019. That's how old it is. And they keep playing it over and over again. Like, and that's the only thing that they've ever had on me. Ever. And that's why they keep playing it, because it's like the only thing they got to justify their Lycan little fan club there.
Well, take your analytics, like, and imagine that you're not on the internet, but you're in a big giant room with all the women and then men that you have watching you. Then
Right.
imagine walking through that room, bumping into people. The majority of the people you're going to bump into are women, because the majority of people that watch you are women. So then across the room, you have Granny saying, "Fuck you, Lycan."
Right.
You're like, "Fuck you too." And you yell back, and she's like, "Oh my God, look at all these women he's attacking." Well, first of all, the whole room is full of women, and you're all
Right.
talking shit.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like if they're the ones that are constantly causing all the shit and coming at me, why the fuck wouldn't I clap back and respond? If you don't want me to go at women, then don't fucking go at me. Like, just shut the fuck up then and stop giving me content. But you see, I log into YouTube and I constantly see people whining about me, and most of them are women. And then the dudes, like, some of them, like this bitch made ODN dude, hides his own fucking streams. So you can't even criticize his content because he's too bitch made to keep it up.
Wow, he must take himself seriously.
Oh, he really does. He's a fucking pussy.
But and you don't even bring up gender though. Like when you say, you respond to a woman, you're not saying, "Hey guys, today we're going to respond to a female."
No.
That's the last thing on your mind.
Yeah.
You're talking about the actions of somebody. But I mean, there's no other defense when people get together because they have nothing else to say about you. But guys, this has to be it. He hates women. He had a terrible childhood, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're talking about his life and his childhood. Is that, and then you talk about real life? Like, fuck off.
They constantly talk about my real life all the fucking time. And then they're going to whine if I discuss something in their real lives. I guess they don't get how this shit works.
Mm-hmm.
And did I look at your email? I might have. Nav. I forgot what it was.
We was dating.
We was dating those weeks over a year ago, right? I heard that bitch was screaming like a harpy about me this morning. I didn't listen to any of it because I was fucking sleeping.
By the way, I just want to say that because I did listen almost to that whole 6-hour live stream on fast speed.
Oh God, I feel bad
Yeah.
for your ears.
No, I know. And the whole, because I was like, what's the whole Granny deal for a week? I saw her bring it up. And then I saw the video you posted from the chat where she immediately like broke her agreement that she, but she'll deny it.
Yes.
I'm sure she is.
And here's the thing they're trying to catch me on, right? Because later in the stream, like literally 25 minutes later, I said, okay, well, the bet doesn't start till after the stream, right? But before that, the terms were set. Okay? The terms were set before I said that, and she broke her own terms. She literally made the terms on the panel, and then she said it in the chat, clarified it again, and then broke them right away. So she lost the bet. And I'm done fucking discussing it with this fucking dumb moron.
Well, and it's times like this where it's like, God, can't you talk about like the Idaho 4 right now? Like that's
right. Talk about something important. By the way, just to show myself a little bit, please go to my channel on Lycan Legion and look at the last 2 videos I uploaded. I did a little commentary on the recent Brian Koberger news stories. I did it as Ted Koppel. I did
that was funny.
Yeah.
But no, I'm kidding. Like usually what people do is I forget who they're talking about. Oh, she does true crime now. I think it was, first of all, Lana's always done true crime. She's my friend. But they'll say like, oh, like you've upgraded. When you start doing true crime, all of a sudden you've graduated drama and now you're like this big important deal. Look, bitch. If any of us thirsty bitches wanted to come on here right now, type in the Idaho 4 in our title and go at it, we would have I'm not going to name names, but there's somebody that I'm friends with that I was like, they have 1,300 people in their fucking chat. They're not even talking. They just put the name in the title. So go run along and do your true crime until you get bored again.
Yes. Do that. Do actually something, useful for a change. And yeah, Navigator, to your comment there. Yeah, she said it was alleged this morning that Lycan said he was going to tell her son's classmates he's fat and then fat? I mean gay, I think she means. And then 40 minutes later, she made the lie bigger by saying he was going to send her kid's school a clip. Yeah, I already clarified this on a stream. She can keep alleging that. Why don't you just take the actual clip of me saying it and yeah, just grow a brain. Like I don't know what to tell this bitch. I mean, she's a dangerous, loud fucking blowhard that never shuts the fuck up, and her dangerous accusations are gonna land her somewhere very dangerous one day. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah. Well, and Kim, the thing about Lana too is she's always done true crime, like even cases that aren't popular. So she's the type of person that deserves, like, has actually put work. Lana will have marker boards and charts and notebooks full of shit. These other people, they will get on with a fucking cough drop in their mouth and nothing planned and be like, let's see what's in the news today about the Idaho 4. Okay. And it always has to be a popular one. Hey, Amber, I love you. It always has to be a really popular crime case. And then that's their passion. Like, and my passion is true crime, but I'm never going to give you an Amber Alert on an active person that's actually missing, even in my area, that could possibly help, because that's not going to help my channel. Okay. See how that works?
Yeah. I was thinking about covering the Idaho 4 and the Brian Koberger stuff more.
What inspires you to want to talk about it is my question.
Well, I mean, the whole serial killer aspect is kind of cool. I think serial killers are interesting.
Well,
yeah,
it's kind of like Scream. I mean, that's what interests me about it, but I'm not going to talk about it. But like, there's like a
I'm
real
gonna
life
feel that now
slasher.
from my streams. I'm like, it reminds me of Scream. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I'm just
It
gonna steal from
does.
you.
Well, and I'm interested to see, like, did he wear a mask? Like, I'm interested to hear the details, but I'm too, lazy to.
So, guys, welcome to Lycan Theory. Did Brian Koberger wear a mask, and was it like the Scream mask? We'll find out on this episode.
And was he inspired by movies? Because
And
I mean,
was he inspired by maybe the Scream movies? Anyone seen the new Scream movie?
we got about 2 months left, and I'm super excited for it.
Literally just stealing from you in real time.
Well, and what's scary about people like him is maybe he wanted to get caught. Like, maybe he wants to go down in history. There's sick people like that they do want to be known for something. And I mean, shit, he'll be known forever for that.
Yeah, apparently so. I guess he's.
Oh, there you go, Lycan. Was there another person? Did he do it alone, or will there be a sequel?
Ooh.
Maybe
So
it's
got 4 people on his own with a knife. So, okay, I would have to look into the specifics of that, but that doesn't sound especially like difficult to understand. How someone with a single knife?
That's called rage.
Yeah.
But how much rage would you have towards strangers, unless you're like an animal?
Well, maybe he's acting out his rage on strangers because of the shit that he suffered as a kid or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's all projection.
Yeah, or just like, because if you think about it, there you go, Kim. Sexually or violently, like, people can be animals, and men specifically, here I go being sexist towards our own kind. I think we specifically tend to be more violent, especially when it comes to unaliving. Like, women usually don't like to leave a mess. And men are more like savage beasts when it comes to sex or anything like that. So maybe he just had like an animalistic, very obsessive, because he was he was studying homicide and stuff, right? So I'm sure all those pictures he looked at, he was like, man, that looks fun.
Yeah. And Sally Ann, they based those Scream movies on what was that one incident in the 90s? There was a killer.
Oh, I'm born on his birthday. The what is it? Gainesville Ripper.
Yeah, Gainesville Ripper.
Mm-hmm. There's a movie called Scream 2 that also makes me think of.
Apparently his sister is a YouTuber.
Oh, really?
Brian Koberger's sister.
Oh, I'm surprised people haven't hounded her down to try to get him on their channel yet.
Yeah, I'm sure she's gotten some offers because I heard about it from in my group or whatever. So I'm sure it's getting around.
There you go. That's a clip or a screenshot from the new one.
Nice.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. So there was there was 2 people that didn't get murdered in the house. So did they hear anything?
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe you fucking like drugged them or something.
But how does that even happen though? Because didn't they go out and then they went to a food truck and then went home? And then boom. It's just like the Velisca Axe house. They never solved that. That was like what, back in the was that late 1800s or early 1900s? They're walking home from church, the entire family and 2 kids are staying the night. And the guy waited in the attic with, I think, an axe and like horrific. Mexi went and stayed there. Horrific crime scene. Like he even fucked a piece of ham that was in their fridge and left it out. I'm not kidding.
Wait a minute. Wait, I need to understand this. So was there a huge, like, was there a whole ham?
It was like probably like you could look it up. It's
a whole like chunk of ham, like
oh yeah,
one of those ones that you slice at the deli.
Oh yeah,
just one of those.
Yep, and then
he just fucked the ham.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Or were there slices of ham, and he just took the slices and like jacked off with them?
No, there's a whole
whole ham.
Yeah, and he did it, and I think he also made a ham sandwich. I'm not kidding.
That's funny.
But he placed all the bodies in very violent sexual positions, as far as like the mom and stuff like that too. But yeah, look up the Velisca house murders, and I think it was the 2 parents and like 4 or 5 kids, all just vicious murder. And that's kind of what this Idaho thing reminds me of. I don't know the deed. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Renee. She's eating a sandwich.
This case is really getting big, so I mean you kind of have to cover it a little bit. So
well, see, I'll have conversations like if you talk about it and stuff, but I won't cover it or do streams on it just because. But it is interesting because it's like a real life like slasher film, so it's intriguing.
Right. Yeah, we could have discussions like that on panels. That'd be fun.
Do you ever stop to think that maybe there's some crazy YouTuber out there that's covering a lot of these cases that's actually going around committing the crimes themselves so they have content? Wouldn't that be a good movie?
That would be a great movie. In fact, that could be probably the plot of a Scream movie, which I think it's already been. Wasn't that like in Scream 4 or something?
Well, yeah, like she was doing it to herself, basically.
Yeah.
I want to see like a Molly Golightly perplexed Gale Weathers type woman to be like a ringleader of like, yeah, bitch, pay me. Give me that super chat. Another person died today.
Although I will say, as per like the rules of Scream and horror movies, that's kind of like an obvious kind of thing where it's an obvious possibility. It's like, okay, so she did it to herself. Ooh, it's almost because the cliches become over time. You expect them, and it's like one of those like gotcha surprise things that becomes cliche just because the new shock factor is now cliche. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you a question then. Look at our community. You could choose anybody to be the killer or the killers. Something's going on in these communities. Who's the killer or killers and what's their motive? Ooh, I want to go first.
Okay, go.
So I'm going to say Granny is one of them. She's like one of the main people for like sympathy, kind of like Scream 4, like beating herself. And then she has like little troll accomplices that like pretend to hate her. Like whole ringleader of like AJ and Captain Kangaroo, but they're the ones doing the actual murders because she's too pussy to do it herself.
Yeah, that would work for her personality and what I know that she's capable of doing. Yeah, I could see that.
Who do you guys think?
I would say, as far as horror movie rules and like Scream rules, I would have to go with someone a little bit more unexpected. So I would probably go for And here's the thing: you need your red herrings, right? I would be your red herring because everyone likes to say I'm so dangerous, and I would, I'm going to kill people and stuff like that.
I
So
think you'd be like an opening kill in like the second one. maybe
yeah,
third. Yeah.
like I would be killed.
I think you'd be killed off. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you.
I would
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just be like a background walk-on character.
Thank you for killing me off so fucking early. Wow. I don't have
Well, like
any
you're
longevity.
important. You're like important. You're also a red herring, but then finish him off so we could see who else.
No, I want to be finished off in the third act, like the fucking the boyfriend in Scream 2 or whatever the fuck.
Sorry, but you're gonna have to be an opening kill.
All right, whatever. I didn't know you were directing this and writing the whole shit.
Maybe I'm
Anyway,
the killer.
maybe you're the killer. So I think I'm gonna have to go with
Sally Ann.
oh, Sally Ann would be a great killer.
And in the end, when she reveals herself, she's like, "Push me, push
Like,
me."
push me like it. That would be perfect, right? Because the whole and that's why I'm saying, like, in the third act, if I died, it would be great. It would be a great kind of twist, because at that point everyone was expecting it to be me, but then it turns out to be Sally Ann the whole time. And because it's so unexpected and so out of left field,
Yeah.
that it just, and then her accomplice, Mrs. P.
See, I think if Miss P was the killer, she would just wipe people out completely on her own, just out of simple rage, and she wouldn't even have an accomplice. I think she would. I don't even think Mr. P would help.
Here's the thing, right? So Mrs. P would act as Sally Ann's accomplice the whole time, but then she'd kill Sally Ann off right at the end. And she would take all the credit and the glory.
Yeah, then she'd say, "You got to learn to block, bitch."
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. All right.
Yeah. So who would be your ultimate opening kill?
The opening kills. CJ's going down.
Oh, really? I didn't think she's important enough.
She's going down. She's
It has
going
to be
down.
somebody you really care about.
No, it doesn't. It could just be
really?
some rando. Some person you just fucking like. What do you mean? And then Scream.
Oh yeah, no.
Did we even know who the fuck that? Like, they tried to make him seem like oh, look at this kid. He's got issues, but do we give a shit? Not really. You know what I mean? Like,
I think a good opening kill would be like Siren while he's doing his make. Oh no, mommy ramblings. Yes. And then that'll get the community stirred up. Remember this, we are not actually killing people. This is entertainment.
Right, it's not, it's just fantasy.
Well,
yeah, for the purposes of entertainment and making a movie, fake movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I think somebody like mommy ramblings, that would get him all stirred up.
Yeah, Amber, you would be unexpected. You as an accomplice to one of these people. That would be interesting.
How far down the line do you think it'd be until Natasha Cooper got the X?
Well,
like Tatum, garage door, or further down the line?
I think that she'd probably last into the second movie. But she would get killed off like halfway through, because she would, the reason is because she pumps herself up so much in the first movie, right? Acting like she's hot shit, and everyone just kind of understands that, and it's like, okay, that's who she is. She is the most important character, so of course she's not going to die, right? Second movie comes around halfway through, you're like, yep, there she is, the most important one. She's going to last. Oh my god, she died, right? So you kind of have to like know when people are expecting stuff and when they're not expecting stuff to happen. So
I think, and God, I wish you would do this. Do you remember in Scary Movie 2 when the ladies in the movie theater? I could see Natasha Cooper in a spoof version where she's in the movie theater. She's like, "You dumb bitch," like talking to the movie screen.
Why'd you hide in the closet, you dumb fucking idiot?
Then people are like, "Shut the fuck up." She's like,
Bitch, don't you tell me to shut up. Why don't you come over here and I'll shove this popcorn down your throat.
It's like, "I paid the movie theater to run my Cash App across the screen, bitch."
Because you are a bitch. Now you a block bitch. Bye.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think Natasha, like her character is adorable just because like she's so because she has like a selfish
Mhm.
nature to herself, but it's weird. It's like in a way it's like adorable because she cares about herself so much. And it's
Right.
just like fuck it. She does
Well,
not
she's just
care.
kind of like an obvious, like kind of she's like a fluffy narcissist, you know? Hey Lawrence.
Yeah.
You know? She and it can come off as somewhat charming at times.
Yes.
Even, though sometimes she can be truly mean and a bitch. I get the appeal, you know.
Well, like what I like about her is that she literally because I can't do this. Maybe I'm self-conscious or whatever, but I hate dead air. Like
Hmm.
I can't just leave. But I love how out of nowhere she won't even say, "Hang on." She just mutes. I'll be listening in my ear. I'm like, "The fuck did the stream end?" And I'm like, "Where the hell is she?" 15 minutes. She'll come back. She's like, "Sorry about that," and
Yeah,
then she
just
won't say
leave it
anything.
running.
Like I
Uh,
could never do
yeah,
that, I guess. But
the dead air is a big no-no in the broadcast world. You don't do it. And if you do it, it's got to be like an emergency. It's not like you can't just. And if you're gonna take a piss or whatever the fuck, you got to fill the air somehow. That's why I also like play the cartoons sometimes, so it
mhm,
fills the air while I'm doing other shit.
yeah.
And I'm only gone for like a minute or two at most.
Well, what's funny though is that like she does not give a fuck.
Right,
Like it's not a show, it's not a broadcast. She's like, "You're hanging out with me," and
right.
that's like what's funny about it.
That's a good point. But the fact that she has any kind of air about her, like she has an intro and stuff, like it's almost like she's trying to elevate it to some kind of show, but
Does
it's not a show.
does she have? Because I know she has her true crime, but because I don't know where she goes live. I haven't seen
Her
her in
recent
weeks.
channel went down, the drama channel went down, so I'm sure she's gonna pop up somewhere else.
Hmm.
But yeah, she still has a true crime one.
So another thing that's kind of funny and adorable is her persistentness of "fuck you," and she just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
And then you have people like Granny, which if you notice, Granny was kind of kissing her tush until her audience didn't like that. But do you realize the time frame that Granny was doing that to Natasha? It was when Natasha was taking down people's channels for playing her content. And
Hmm.
Granny was like, "Oh no," like trying to make peace. And then when she realized, "Oh, she's not going to do it to me," she went right back to dragging her again.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it's so like bitches out here be so fucking petty and just pathetic. Honestly, it's like
Mm-hmm.
why not just like do you have anything else to do out here? Do you have anything else in life?
Well, and you know this, and I'm sure lots of people do, that Natasha most of the time is not just going to bring you up out of thin air. If she hears you talking shit, she will drag like a little bit over the top dragging, like,
Hmm.
we all do, but she'll drag the fuck out of you. But if you don't fuck with Natasha, that's like she says, she's like, "Don't fuck with me, bitch, or fuck around and find out," and then you find out, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really mess with Natasha too much, so she doesn't talk about me too much. Every now and then I might go into her chat and troll, just because it's funny to get her reaction. But other than that, I mostly leave her alone, and she leaves me alone. So,
I love watching her face. I used to love when she'd be looking down at her big ass phone, like it'd be
mhm.
huge, and she's like, she'll be quiet for 5 minutes, and then she'd look up at the screen all quiet, and then be like, "Yeah, you is a bitch," and then like just something will come out of her mouth. It's funny to me. I like entertaining, stupid, silly stuff like that because it's not
Yeah,
like her insults aren't serious. She's just giving you a clap back. That's
yeah,
fucked up.
keep it. I mean, she doesn't make it like that personal, where she is trying to destroy you as a person or destroy your soul or bully you into, ending yourself or something, It's
Mhm.
not that serious with her. With other people on here, they're way more fucking butthurt and toxic. So they'll try to hit like really deep and really low, you know.
Well, and that's why too, like your cartoons bring out the cartoonish fun side of people, and you're not inspired to want to make somebody a character like that unless they have like some sort of quality that's really entertaining or funny, even no matter how good or bad they are.
Hmm.
Welcome back, Amber. But then there are some people who simply they're not even interesting enough to be brought in as a character because they don't do anything that's
Yeah,
entertaining.
exactly. And I agree with Amber. The "You Ain't Shit" song needs to be axed, but I mean, it is called also just, that's NC's personality, very just like that,
Is that
I
the Doja Cat song? The
I
ain't
think so.
shit,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
up in my shit. Ooh, I love
yeah.
Doja.
The fucking "You Ain't Shit" song.
Well, the original version, I'm sure she doesn't play, right?
I don't fucking know.
You know
What
the
what
original
am I,
word.
a fucking expert on your goddamn newfangled ass?
Well,
New
the original words
songs
are
that come out.
N ain't shit. Wrote the
They
N word.
probably don't say that in the song that she plays
Yeah.
because she got a lot of heat for saying "nlit." So I doubt it.
And what do you say? I just said that out of agitation.
Come for
Or-
me, I come for you. I remember that. That was a funny line.
How much you want to bet? I gotta get off here in a few minutes, but how much you want to bet? CJ's gonna say, "See, he went live again, dragging me for 1 hour and 50 minutes." I barely said anything
You
about
got a
her.
passing mention, CJ. Just you're a YouTuber. You're gonna get mentioned and brought up every now and then. Just be okay with it. You don't need to go live every single time when someone mentions you. Just chill out.
Yeah, but didn't you hear what I said earlier? Like, even if she's not actively speaking on anything about me specifically right now,
Mhm.
she's often in chats or comment sections talking about the Miss Portland porn, whatever.
Right.
So when you put something out there that we consistently have to correct, when we hear about it, we're probably gonna mention it. So don't start rumors that consistently need to be brought up or addressed, and
Right.
we'll have an issue.
Don't say shit that needs to be debunked. Don't constantly put shit out there that people need to respond to. As for me, I feel like the rumors and the accusations have gotten so ridiculous at this point that it all just sounds like noise to me now.
What's the
It's
biggest rumor you've heard about yourself on here? That's like the craziest one.
I'm not gonna say it because they're just gonna try to clip it and shit. But you've heard that whole stream the other day.
Is that the real Country Joe? She says, I didn't go live, Jamie, and I never bring you up in chat, Robbie. Like I said, I only care.
Well, you don't have to make a post either, CJ. It's not that big a deal.
Well, you also say you don't watch me, but here you are.
You don't have to make a community post if someone brings you up on a stream.
CJ, move on. That's great. But when people it doesn't matter if you bring it up. If I hear people or in your comment section or out there saying, oh yeah, like when Lycan and Robbie did this, that's a rumor you started. Okay, because you don't even know the facts about that. So just because you're not actively talking about it, if I mention or correct the rumor you started a while ago, that's you that started it. So that's not me bringing you up just to do it. It's me addressing the rumors that you started and correcting your lies. Okay. If you really want to move on, then you wouldn't use, because she does this. She'll come in and say sorry or say, I want to move on. And then out of nowhere, because she's also a Gemini like me, but she's a fucking crazy one with that two-face. And out of nowhere, she's like, oh, that fucking, and she'll just be like bored and forget her little peace pack she
You have
has.
done it to me before. I will attest to that. CJ, what exactly was the rumor you were trying to debunk on your post when you were going at tagging Robbie? Like what that you don't talk about him? Is that the rumor?
You're also very influenced by your peers. I notice, Country Joe, because you'll come off and maybe you'll come on a panel or you'll come and you'll be like, I just want peace in this. But then you'll be very influenced by your surroundings and you'll be watching Granny or some chat that's dragging us and you'll automatically just jump right back in. So you're very influenced by other people.
Yeah, I can just, no shade, CJ. I'm being just honest with you. You are a tad influenced by your social group on here.
CJ, I actually have you on my panel, you and Sally Ann.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, so I remember that situation because I was involved in it. Yes, that was Sally Ann's stream, but CJ, you were on that panel. So I think, Robbie, I think you said that CJ played that Mrs. P's community post and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Well, it was on Sally Ann's panel. So whatever. Simple fix. It's semantics.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal, but you were on that panel.
There you go. here's the other excuse people like you use, Country Joe. Oh, I was just calling out their lies. I wasn't talking about them. That's talking about someone. So yes, you did used to drag Mrs. Portland. That's the whole reason you got in a fight with me, because I was being nice to her again after I let you and Sally Ann up on my panel to speak your feelings on her. But when I was being nice to Miss Portland, which I will always fucking do, still doing it outside YouTube, even though she was an asshole yesterday on that panel. That's my choice. And you, Country Joe, were the one who started talking about me on your channel instead of addressing me privately about Mrs. Portland. So you did that. Okay. The problem started with you. I thought you were a funny, silly, weird woman that was just funny before that. When you started coming for me, I came right back for you, and you didn't fucking like it. You make your stupid cartoons with my dead hamster in it and me and Michael in dresses and making fun of gays, whatever. Then you're going to get a parody in return, but you're not going to like it because you're the insecure one. You're insecure. So don't fucking start shit with somebody who's hotter than you, funnier than you, more talented than you, and fucking can dish it better than you. Yeah, you apologize, but you keep doing it, Country Joe. Hey, Candy Kisses. So your apologies don't make shit. But Country Joe, I actually asked for your permission to do a parody, and you said, oh, yeah, I'd be a hypocrite if I said no. Don't do it. And you've talked horrible shit. You talk about my mother all the time. You talk about tons of different shit. You talk about my relationship. You talk about Michael cheating and say he's going to do it again and Robbie deserves it and all that shit. So anything that I say back to you, whether you're talking about me or not, you're going to fucking get what you get. And I don't care. You're going to have to deal with it and stop crying on your community post. Talk about me in return. I don't care because I already know I'm better than you. So go fucking right ahead.
Love you too, Wendy. I would say, CJ, just accept you're going to get brought up sometimes. Unless people are going full balls to the wall at you, I would just ignore it. If you really want to move on, you got to ignore a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, he didn't. And Michael didn't actually cheat. We're over it. His text messages. I shouldn't have brought it to the internet. We're fine.
Hey, MJ.
But Country Joe sure enjoyed that, don't you? You sure enjoy seeing other people hurting all the fucking time. So don't turn around with your passive aggressive, have a good new year. Well, good. And in the new year, if I see something come up that about a rumor that you started, I'm going to address it. And if your name comes up, your name comes up. You did that. Deal with it. Be a better person. Stop being a fucking asshole. Stop engaging in all these conversations that are dramatic and hurtful towards other people, and you won't have a problem. I don't like you, Country Joe. You continuously say, Robbie's an evil. He's a terrible person. Really, bitch? Do you hear your own fucking mouth? You do not avoid, listen, you avoid talking about me on your channel sometimes, but you do it everywhere else. That still counts, and I still see it. So don't start none, won't be none. I agree, Cece. Country Joe, I don't act like I've never said anything. I have no problem responding to you. I'm not, there's no rules telling me that I can't talk about you. If you talk about me, I have no problem. You know what you say every time, Country Joe? You say, well, I don't watch him and I won't watch him. Well, you're watching now and you're chatting. Somebody sent me a clip. If you have to say every time that you bring me up, Country Joe, somebody sent me a clip of Robbie. Somebody sent me this. I don't watch him. You're trying to make it clear to prove to people that you don't watch me, but here you are. Your actions are proving that you actually do and that you're a fucking liar. You do watch, you do talk shit, and you do troll.
I'm sorry, Justin Lee's comment was hilarious. He said, I told the girl I had a huge penis in the text, but it wasn't cheating because I was lying.
There you go. She tried to look shame Kim's wedding pics, showing them on her channel. Her tits look like a million, and my carrot on the finger seems to be more real than her engagement. And with Robbie, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no, I mean, Country Joe, at this point, if you were respectful and you actually shut the fuck up, I would have no problem. I mean, I would have no problem even looking in your direction, but you are an instigator and you do go after people's looks. And when they go after your looks, which again,
hold on here, Country Joe. You're trying to pull a fast one here because you think people don't know better, but I know what you meant when you said she looks a beautiful, because a boot basically means a fucking bitch in Scotland. I heard you that day.
Yeah, your little jabs, Country Joe, where you think you're being subtle, and then you're like, oh, the person that I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about, but you try to like get away with it, and no,
Come
you
on,
are
CJ, at least own that. Own what you were saying. You said beautiful. Come on, just own it. Own the jab.
Everyone, you want the drama? No, you tagged me, and really, I mean, it wasn't even bad. We were yesterday, like, and you were on the panel when I brought that up, right? And I made a mistake. It was on Sally Ann's channel, but you're still a part of it anyways. And that's a rumor that you continue to spread around and that you start.
At the time, they were, thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, CJ, you're not owning the thing I just said.
I'm sorry about your family member, Country Joe, but if one of my family members or anybody, I apologize in advance. If you're coming to my wedding and you get sick for some reason, it's already paid for, and everybody else's flights that booked and their hotels already paid for, so we're not canceling. I mean, that's what a logical fucking person would do. How do you cancel everybody coming out to your wedding because one person gets sick? It's a load of shit.
Hey,
That's
Andrea. Damn it, she's not gonna own it. Damn it. I was hoping she would.
I just want you to leave me alone. Oh, I don't care if you're lying or not, Country Joe, but you did a fundraiser to pay for your wedding. So usually weddings like involves people taking time off work, using vacation days, paying months in advance to book their trip, and then all of a sudden you just canceling out of nowhere because one person gets sick. I don't buy it.
She said she was having a small wedding with 5 people, intimate family.
Okay, well, I call bullshit. That's my opinion. Exactly, Amy. That means now, Country Joe, if you're not gonna like say stuff about us on your channel and you're gonna do like your karaoke or whatever, you also have to do that. Like, your behavior is everywhere. It's not just your persona that you present on your channel. It's your actions everywhere. So other people's chats, their panels, their comment section, and you do it everywhere.
Yeah,
and that's how you get a response.
CJ, when you made that post saying like "fuck this shit," fuck this, I'm out. That was hilarious when you made those posts.
I missed those.
You missed it?
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, I put a fucking video out on my channel about it. It's a short.
And what was she saying?
Basically, CJ, I don't know, she was arguing or getting angry about something. She made a post and then she said, "Yeah, fuck this, I'm out."
Well, I mean, come on. You act like you don't care, and then you aggravate people. And I mean, I would have never thought to be mean to somebody like Country Joe, because I actually saw her kind of in a light that I saw Mrs. Portland, like possibly a little bit slow, just from the way she presents herself and talks and that accent and stuff. And so I kind of was just like, oh, she's a harmless, whatever. It seemed like people enjoyed her streams. But then when you started coming after me, I was like, oh, fuck you. And then you use your gender against me.
Once again, you show who you are, Robbie.
Well, and Country Joe, here's the thing. I don't ever go after people for their gender. I find it funny that you put like dead hamsters, you put me and Michael in wedding dresses and like poke fun at gay weddings or whatever, or being gay and all of that. You make fun of my balding head or whatever it is you do, but you can't even take if I call you ugly, which is a fact in my opinion.
Well, Robbie, you're a poof and you wear dresses because you're a poof.
I didn't even wear a dress when I was dressed up as her. First of all, it'd be completely out of character. You said my 10-year relationship was fake. I said, in my opinion, I think it's fake.
You take the low road and I'll take the high road and I'll get to Scotland before ya. Big time ugly. I'm not concerned about what I would never look in your direction or care if you thought I was hot. Big time ugly. I feel like we need a big band song with that. Big time ugly. Like, not a little bit, like big time. Big. Big.
You know what else, Lycan?
What?
And people do this to you too, but they'll go after our gender,
Mm-hmm.
but then they'll go after our genital sizes, even though most of them have never seen my
Right.
dick. And if they did, they wouldn't be saying that. And like they'll go after your masculinity or this or that. If we went after anything about their gender, their genitals, anything, all of a sudden we hate women. I
Right.
think you fucking hate men because any
do.
man that's confident you hate.
They do. They hate men. I've said it
Mhm.
before, and that's why when I was talking to that hooker person the other day, I made it clear what her proclivities were because it's relevant. It's relevant to the fact that I think those types of people hate men.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say exactly what here, out of respect for you, but that's what I deduce from people like that. So.
And see, and this is what CJ says all the time on the screen. Come back to me when you've had one stay faithful more than 6 months. First of all, Michael and I have been together since March, and we worked out our issues, and we've been together in less time than you, and I'm going to be married before you, bitch. I'm going to be married in less than 3 months. in
Marriage
fucking
Olympics.
Vegas, our wedding
Marriage
rings came.
competition.
Yeah.
Do it. Marriage competition. Come on, CJ. Marriage competition. Who can
Come
get
back to
married
me
first?
when you can have a man stick around and put a fucking ring on your finger and commitment and sleep at your house more than 2 times per fucking month. Then you come back to me with that, bitch. And then we'll fucking talk. Because I sleep next to my fiance every fucking night and we work through our fucking problems. Guarantee if you cheated on your fucking boyfriend, fiance, whatever he is, he would be like, thank you, Jesus, I am free, bitch.
Dude, marriage competition cartoon would be fucking hilarious. Like both of you are training to get married and have like the fucking Eye of the Tiger playing in the fucking background.
That would be good. Or the Katy Perry, I've got the eye of the tiger.
Sure.
Can you put her in a wedding
I
dress?
prefer the 80s rendition of
Put me in the most masculine wedding dress that you can find.
Are you
Please.
serious?
Yeah. Make my arms all buff and make my
What you want?
yeah, and make sure you need to work on my landing strip.
It's
in your
hard to
cartoons.
they don't have that option in the program I use to find that specific hairstyle.
Because I'm an
The
original.
only mohawk they have is like really long.
Maybe you could place a vagina on top of my head.
Yeah, I'll put a vagina there. There you go. That solves it.
Oh. Anyways, I need to go get in the shower, but thank you for registering again because Lori does the same thing. I don't watch him. I never watch him. People send me stuff. And then Lori literally posted a screenshot of her watching me, and it was like, comment as Lori, blah, blah, blah.
That's funny.
Why do people go out of their way to say, I don't watch them? People send me this. Well, either way, you're still watching it. Like, do you think it's going to make you look bigger saying you don't watch me? I think it makes you look stupid.
Yeah.
Because if you're commentating on something that you haven't watched, you're
Right.
ignorant.
You sound like a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. I do watch you and I do see the ignorant things that you say and I do respond to it, but I do my research first.
It makes them think they sound like they're unaffected by you, right? When they have way better, more important things to talk about and think about than you, right? You're inconsequential to them because they're queens or kings or whatever. That's why they say it.
Cosmic. By the way, Cosmic, German lady does not come to my chats anymore. I heard her say the other day because I welcome people like Lycan and Tiffany, and so she doesn't. She used to be a moderator of mine. But see, that goes to show, like, people, they don't come and message you privately. They're like, oh, I don't go and support somebody I like because they're friends with somebody I don't like. Grow the fuck up, German lady. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, nobody fucking cares. Bye, Christy. I hear people say that all the time, and like what you haven't watched and you can't say anything about it because you don't know. Exactly. So, but they do watch. That's why they're responding. Many people are popular for that, or they just say, I'm not on this channel anymore. I gave it to somebody else. Yet they're saying the same shit and talking about the same people that are pissed. Surely the person you gave the channel to can't have the same brain that you do and use the same words and be angry at the same people as you.
Thanks, Sam. I see you, Sam, by the way. I just haven't responded a lot to your stuff in here.
I'd rather Lycan than German lady. Hey, I had no problem with German lady, but clearly she has a problem with and
I
she's always
don't like him because he said jokes that offend me. They hurt my bumhole. So I don't like him now. Because I was told not to like him by Lauren. Lauren told me who to like and who not to like. I don't get why that bitch has such a hold over people. She's just a fucking...
build a ramp and get over it, bitch.
There you go.
Many people need to grow up. I go to a lot of channels with people. I do, and it's uncomfortable. I mean, look at Hooker and Lycan and them. Like, that's uncomfortable, but you know, you learn not to stick around or engage if something's going to be really harmful towards the other person. You don't engage or support it because, you know, that would be very shitty.
Right.
Like, I don't agree with a lot of the things I heard on that panel, but you know, that doesn't make me not like certain people. Just, you know, if you really want to come to a resolution, teaming up on Lycan with multiple people, calling him middle school names like gay or a nerd and stuff, like that is going to piss him off and he's going to retaliate somehow.
Well,
maybe
the funny thing is they think that what they're doing triggers me or pisses me off. And it's weird because it's like I've said before, I'm a nerd. I take pride in that. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a movie nerd. I'm a nerd about a lot of things. I don't know why I should take offense to that or defend it.
They're a Lycan nerd. They watch you all the time. They're nerds that watch people that they fucking hate.
They are Lycan nerds. That's what I'm gonna start calling them now, the Lycan Nerd Squad. Can
you make a t-shirt with your nerd picture on it and like some sort of cult, like, you know, Lycan Nerd Legion or something? Like, I would buy one of those.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Nerd Legion.
Yeah. Or like a bandana.
Yeah.
Come with a matching bandana. You need to pick a gang color. Black, like your soul.
There you go.
Bye, Beck Del Real.
Later, Beck.
Well, I gotta go get in the shower and I already have to pee again. So
all right. Good stream.
Okay, see you later. Robbie. Thank you for coming up. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. Yeah, and that's not a cut down. And then when you pull up a picture of somebody, you know, what they look like when they were a teenager or whatever, like we all, even from like 3 years ago, I'll see a picture and be like, what was I thinking? You know, these people don't turn on their cameras because they currently look ridiculous. At least we can look back at a picture and be like, oh my God, I've like changed so much. It's so different. I would love to see what these people look like now. And then there are pictures when they were younger too. That'd be kind of interesting, right? But that's too big of a dream for someone to turn on their camera, unless they have like a fake beard on their face or like a filter, or they're just like from here up, like, hey everyone, hey, hi everyone, or they put the camera like way off in the distance, or they'll like put their picture like way off to the side, you know, like and then turn the lighting up like all the way. Hold on, let's do a layout real fast like this. Crop solo, there we go. Make it further back. Let's get some bright shit going on in this fucking bitch and just like turn that shit on and be like, hey everyone. And just be fake as shit. Actually, I like that lighting. Wow. Wow. God, I'm hot. Love you, Michael. I'm gonna go pee in the shower because I can't hold it and I have to pee really bad and I'm late for the shower. So I'm just gonna urinate down the drain. Good questions and comments. Love you, Peach. Happy belated birthday again, Peach. Again, thank you for coming up, Lycan. And thank you for coming in with your passive aggressive comments, Country Joe, and proving yourself to be a liar and that you do, in fact, not only watch, but engage. Thank you for that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up too. Okay. There's only one. Hit it. Smash it. I'm going to go pee in the shower with my broomstick, Swisher, Swiffer. I'm going to make love to it. No chance. No